Um, well, I guess... Did we talk to Nighthill yet?
You guys got permission to use his something or others for the ballistas
The
from
shields, I think.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it was,
shields.
the shields. But aside from that, no. And yeah, you should probably do that, but it's up to you guys how you do things.
Alright, well, I think you did a marvelous job warding off the dragon. This definitely calls for a victory song, which I will graciously play for you.
I thought someone broke your flute. I think we need to write this down. I know I
That might have happened, yeah.
Pretty sure that's what I did. Who left us
Oh, I don't have an extra. Damn it. Okay. I guess I'll just tap some wood or something and make a beat. No, I'll be a beatboxing satyr. There you go. I'll beatbox for you.
Gotten worse.
What
have we done? Like devil you know, devil you don't. We made a horrible mistake, guys. He's beatboxing. Okay, so who was the one that organized this whole thing? Shaw or Mindartis? I forget. Was it Shaw?
Yeah, it was like a joint effort between Shaw and Faris, I think. But yeah, he definitely had a role in it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm just wondering who should go talk to Nighthill.
It was originally Shaw who went and got the shields from him, yeah.
Oh, send Mindartis. Mindartis is kind of a leader here, I would say. As in, like, we're all following him. It's his job.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so to decide, I will go talk to Nana.
So up on the battlements,
I'll accompany you. I'll do a little, a theme as you walk into the room.
I see. Don't need your help later, but
That's okay. I'm sure you can use company.
alright. So be it.
You seem like a pretty plain and boring old guy, so I'll cheer you up.
Right.
And so you make your way down the battlements, over the mud-caked ground, shouldering through commoners and guards, and trying to get your way through the Panic Keep into the tower. You make your way up and over to the top of the tower where Governor Nighthill is, which you actually don't know his name yet, but, that's fine. The General.
The general, okay.
So go ahead and move your tokens,
Do we just follow? Okay.
Yeah, just go straight into the tower. I don't have a map for the stairs or anything, and it's not like the stairs would be at all interesting anyways.
Okay, so Soteria's just gonna come and just hang out just to listen in, because she doesn't want to be left out of the loop anymore.
Are you listening in, like, are you hiding, or are you just listening in?
I'm gonna stay in the room, just kind of like up to the side or something.
Right, okay.
Kind of hanging out.
Cool.
I whisper to Mindartis. It looks like somebody's here to keep us in line.
I throw daggers like at Faris specifically. I don't trust him.
Oh yeah, by the way, I changed a thing about the tokens, so that now when you hover over each other's tokens, it should show you mostly the same stats that show if you look at your own. So you guys can see each other's HP now, I think.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so you get to the top of the tower, and it's not entirely decorated, but it's not like dirt cheap either. There's carpet, there are tapestries, there's torches lining the walls, but it's cold and it feels damp despite all the fires outside. And you make your way to the top, and you go through the big wooden door, and standing there is a balding old man with like longish hair, and he's got this sort of blue cloak on over a breastplate of steel, and you see a chain shirt underneath. He's got full plate armor on, and there's a long sword holstered at his hip, and beside him stands this red-haired dwarf with a massive beard, a sort of leather kind of jacket that you presume must act as some sort of armor despite its stylish looks. And the two of them are discussing, pointing around the keep at different points of interest, and they don't really notice you as you come in, though the guards standing at the door most certainly do, and they block your way before you can step in further.
Gentlemen, we're here to speak to the general. We're on a mission. We would like to talk to the leader here. Is that all right?
The guards give a look at each other, not quite sure what to do, and the governor turns around and he says, "Let them through. I will speak with them." And so the guards, they pull their polearms out of the way and allow you to step through. And the governor comes up and he extends a gauntleted hand towards you for a handshake. "I am Governor Nighthill. I reign over this town of Greenest. I believe you are the adventurers who have brought us aid in these troubled times."
Mindartis extends his hand and grasps his hand and gives him a shake and says, "Yes, I am Mindartis Do'Urden. I have brought a group of travelers. We are on a merchant mission, and we happened to stumble across your town. Decided to help out."
I cannot thank you enough for your help, but I need to trouble you more. You've done much already. However, I want to ask for your continued aid as we try and hold through this raid.
I mean, I've never killed a dragon before, but it will be fun.
I suppose there's a first for everything, isn't there?
Indeed there is.
He turns around and beckons you with him. "Come with me. I'll show you somewhat of a rundown of the situation at the moment." And so he walks over to kind of like the edge of the the tower, accompanied by the red-haired dwarf he hasn't really talked to you, but he's just letting the governor take the lead. By the way, I did introduce him, right? I'm not slipping my mind or anything. The governor, I already said his name, right?
No, you did not.
Oh yeah, no you didn't. No.
Well, okay. So he turns to you and says, "I am Governor Tarbar Nighthill, by the way."
Good to meet you, Governor.
And so you make it to the edge of the tower, and he begins to tell you about the raiders. And so it wasn't long ago. The village was entirely quiet, no suspicious activity whatsoever, and from the east came the raiders. We had no warning of them whatsoever. They just came in and began burning and pillaging. Now, as they made their way through, they did reap much destruction. However, they have also seemed to be looting all of the settlements around and killing anyone who got in their way. A typical raiding pillager. Now, I don't believe they have much interest in this keep here. They seem to be mostly interested in the treasure. But
Treasure?
well, the various belongings of all the townspeople here. Collectively, if you were to take it all, you would almost certainly have quite a fortune on your hands. However, you will not be able to collect that fortune peacefully, which, as the raiders are doing now, they are taking it by force.
I glance over at Soteria just to see if she's paying attention.
And I glare at Faris, like, don't even think about it. We're not taking anything. Glare at him. Like, what?
The governor turns to you and says, "So, I would like to ask for you to slip back into the town and help aid the people still caught out there and get them back to the keep. There's many ways we can get you out, but yes, a rescue mission. Look, you may make multiple sorties so long as you remain stealthily, I suppose. However, yes, I would like to ask you to try and help back as many of the townsfolk as possible."
Mindartis kind of strokes his chin, thinking about the proposition. Governor, I might require a bit more aid if we are to go on these rescue missions. We did have some trouble earlier,
What sort of aid would you be
especially
looking for?
this satyr with me. He's not much of help, you see.
He turns to you. What sort of aid might you be looking for?
Armed men?
You want to lead a garrison? I'm afraid we're too short-handed to allocate any men to your sorties. However, I do believe that the fewer people in the party, the easier it will be to sneak out unnoticed and to get people back.
Do you have a point there? Alright, well, I guess we accept this offer and we will help you in your aid for the rescuing of these villagers.
He turns to the red-haired dwarf beside him. Escobert here will show you to the Sallyport, where you can make use of the old tunnel there to get in and out. And the dwarf just waves a hand for you to come follow him, jangling some keys on his belt, and he leads you down the stairs. And so, yeah, you guys can follow him. Alright, so to the Sallyport then? Or do you guys want to do some more stuff here?
I think we're good here, yeah.
Alright. So you make your way out into the yard. And gather the other party members that you have. Oh, yeah, too many NPCs. You want to bring along the people we have as NPCs right now, or do you want to leave them here?
We'll actually, I think we should leave the NPCs.
Like as
Unless,
not the people. I mean, like, Terzenia and Kefra.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess we can just, leave them here for now.
Okay.
It's alright. So they stay to continue helping out with the different guard procedures that are going around to keep the keep safe, and Escobert leads the rest of you down to the Sallyport. Now, I do not have stairs to the Sallyport, so I will just take y'all there.
Alright.
Down onto the Sallyport. You go. Let's see. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Welcome to the Sallyport. So you make your way down. You're in the Sallyport now. Escobert, he's opened the door down, and it's this sort of stone basement kind of thing. The sewer grates down below. It's kind of raised up. There's crates of rations and provisions and whatnot on the walls, and a wall at the other side.
Mindartis kind of scoffs. Well, this sure is homey, now isn't it?
So before you make use of this exit, there is a slight issue beyond the doors here. He moves forwards and unlocks the next set of doors, and you make your way through. And as you get into this sort of antechamber here, you can hear the sounds of clanking metal and what sounds like aggression on the other side of the door. Up here, it would seem the raiders have managed to make their way in. So we will need you to clear them out. Reinforcements will come and help, but we need you to lead the vanguard. And so he puts a key in the lock and twists it, and as it opens up, you see a couple of kobolds. And, oh well, I guess you don't see yet until you step through the door. Best of luck. and he promptly makes his way out to go fetch reinforcements. And so now we start combat.
Whoa.
Hold up.
Faris.
Faris!
I'm in.
Faris!
Everybody
No!
get into initiative now?
Oh my god. I was gonna set up a plan, man.
It's fine.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Those of you with dice, roll a d20 and add your dex modifier. If you don't have dice,
Mindartis kind of makes a look at Soteria, like, really?
Oh my god.
Thader again?
Oh my god. Just.
Sorry, how do I roll initiative again?
you right-click your token and macros, combat initiative.
I just rolled my d20, I got a 2.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
No.
And I will add all the bad guys to initiative.
I'm not a bitch.
That works. Cool. Alright, so Mindartis takes first, whatever you want to call it, first roll. By the way, anybody rolling with dice? Yeah, I mean, I know you got a 2.
Yeah.
What'd you get? You got a 7?
Are you asking me or?
No,
Are
I
you
already
asking-
got yours.
Oh.
So 7 and 2, and is that a 7 just base or with your dexterity modifier?
That's with my phone.
That's with the modifier? Okay. So initiative 7. And stuff for yours, you got a 2 that you rolled a 2. And so you get a 4. I've got to fix that. I turned it down because, oh well, that's fine. Just crank this anyways. Okay. So, the turn starts with Mindartis.
Oh, lovely. I guess now it's time for Mindartis to also enter the room with the Faris, because he jumped the gun on this one. Bit. So Mindartis will enter the room. Kinda looking sharply at Faris, like, come on, man, really?
I just grin sheepishly at him.
So you're 25 feet from the nearest enemy at the moment.
Oh, okay.
That seems pretty close. I definitely feel closer than 25 feet.
Got any actions to make? Or?
They don't see us yet, do they?
That's you could argue. Well, let's find out. Let's make a roll. What do you think? Are you stealthing or are you walking in? Well, Faris already walked in, so I guess it's too late.
Faris already walked in.
They noticed you're there.
So it's kind of too late for that. Yeah.
So wait them after us.
So yeah, you don't get any
Beautiful.
surprise or anything. So yeah, just do as you wish.
Oh,
They've got
right.
weapons at the ready and are ready for combat.
Right. Okay. Well, I won't attack right now, but I'm gonna ready my weapons and set up a dodge for next turn
Okay,
if I were to get attacked.
that's good. Okay.
So Mindartis kind of draws his scimitars, kind of ready for battle, but yet with grace and elegance, it is also kind of drawing them in.
Right. Okay. So the turn moves to the Kobolds. Which one is this one? 9. Cool. Okay, so the first Kobold, the one closest to all of you, he's got his dagger. A dagger? I hope it's a dagger. Yeah, his dagger. He's got his dagger out, and he sees you come in. He doesn't waste a second. He snarls at you and bolts forwards, dagger extended, and barrels towards Faris and attempts to hit him with the knife. And so we roll the dice. That is a, let's see, 13, 15 to hit. Faris?
Sorry, Ron.
That's a 15 to hit.
13.
Like damage to me?
No. That's I'm contesting your armor class.
13.
13.
You can literally just hover over. Well, it hits because your AC is 13. So 1d4 plus dex. So the kobold charges towards you, dagger out, and runs straight towards you and plunges it into your shoulder. You kind of almost twist out of the way, but it still manages to hit you, dealing you 2 damage, I believe. Let me just check that, because I actually don't have that opened yet. I can't remember where I keep all my stats. Here we go, 3 damage. And with that, he's gonna stay there, and he's used his action, and so the turn passes to the wonderful little ambush drake at the back. And so the drake is like a lizard sort of thing, this guy here. And it snarls and hisses.
Right.
It's like a wild beast almost, only kept in line by the kobolds and the acolyte. And so it immediately, it launches forwards. However, it is only close enough to, so it goes straight for Mindartis after having walked in the door. And it lunges forwards and snaps with its jaws. And tries to take a bite at Mindartis. That's a 14 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright,
Yeah.
you take 5 damage.
Jesus.
Damn. And setting up the dodge did nothing, right?
That gives you advantage. Thank you for reminding me that. Yes, it gives you advantage against that. So, it gives it disadvantage. So I will roll another. It still hits.
Damn it.
So yeah, you take the 5. With that, we move on to the kobolds that isn't already attacking all of you. He's currently the farthest away out of anybody, I believe. And so he has a sling at the ready, and he just winds up a stone, spinning around and around as he goes, and casts it straight towards Faris, hoping to miss the other kobold that went and stabbed him in the gut. And it misses. So it launches the stone, and the stone just flies by and pings off of the wall beside him. And we move on to Shuki's turn.
What?
Your turn.
Okay. Am I allowed to ask for like an opinion on what to do?
Yep. You're welcome to consult with everybody about what you need to do.
So, yeah. What should I do?
So.
Well, the kobold and the ambush drake just made their move, so I mean, you could probably walk out if you really want to and help out with those two.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I'll walk out or walk through the door and try to help out with
Okay.
Cool battle axe.
So, do I have to do anything or just walk?
Yeah, you move your character. And do you want to attack, or are you just gonna provide support, I suppose?
Should I attack?
What does
up to you.
providing support do? I don't remember.
You can I don't think it would be if. Well, here, look. There's an action. Let's check it.
I believe it's called aid.
Let's see. Help. So you can lend your aid to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, you basically give advantage to that person on their next ability check or whatever it is to help you're helping with.
Cool.
And yeah. So let's say you were to help Mindartis right now. Next time he tries to make an attack, he would have advantage.
Okay, can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's your action. And you've moved. You can move more if you want to, but it's up to you.
Can I move, like, down here?
Yeah. Out of the way.
One thing
Yeah.
that I should warn you about, though, is that
Oh.
so notice how you've moved here, right?
Yeah.
And so if I don't know if you guys, so if you hit Control G, it shows you the grid.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see everywhere around the ambush drake is a square
Yeah.
that it could attack you from, right? And
Yeah.
so whenever you move away from an enemy, if you were previously beside that enemy, if you move away, it gets an opportunity attack on it. So if you were to move away right now, it could hit you. It's not guaranteed, but it's allowed to try and make an attack against you. So it's up to you whether you want to move away or not.
Oh.
Rude.
I think I'll just wait then.
All right. So with that, then we move on to the
Everybody
last
but
kobold.
Soteria.
Yeah, everybody but Soteria. So the kobold at the far back. Well, Shuki's just come in, and so it is quite keen on taking out this newcomer. So it's got its dagger at the ready. It's not going to be slinging. This guy's ready for blood. He charges forwards with a savage little dragon scream, and just kind of points his dagger straight at Shuki and makes the charge. And we make another dice roll. So, I don't know if you remember from your previous encounters with kobolds, but they are not the best at fighting. So this kobold charges forwards, dagger in hand, and Shuki just sort of steps out of the way, and the dagger just goes straight by. And we move on to the other kobold, who has his sling, because these guys are nifty little bastards. And he launches it for Mindartis, trying to help his little drake friend. That is a surefire hit, 17. I have... Yeah? That's a hit?
Yep.
Cool. So the kobold takes his sling, he winds it up, he's got his, stone loaded. And he fires it forwards. That is a d4. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Who did
Down.
that hit?
Downed?
Yep.
Okay.
Who'd that hit?
That hit Mindartis.
Oh, sorry, I'm not keeping track.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Shit.
Alright, so Mindartis is down for the count. By the way, when you guys get hit by something or you don't get hit by something, you're welcome to roleplay what your character does for it, eh? Like, if you want to do something.
Mindartis kind of just... He tries to attempt to move out of the way, but the rock just kind of hits him on the side of the temple. Like, as he moves, it hits him in the temple, and he just falls down,
Nice.
and he's knocked out. Kind of like a sigh, releasing all the air kind of in his lungs, and he's just out.
Wonderful.
Shit.
Alright. And so then turn passes to Faris.
Alright. So I do this quick whippity doop up here around behind these guys.
You get an opportunity attack made against you by the kobold and the ambush drake. The kobold misses. The ambush drake gets a critical failure, so...
Awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead then.
Alright, and then I cast Thunderclap.
Okay. That is a... Faris. Oh yeah, have you... I forgot to update your character. Thunderclap though, you've already got that one, so... go ahead and make your cast.
Do I roll the d20 for that? That's the attack
spell-
save thing, right?
Yeah. So you roll the d20 and add your spell modifier.
Yeah.
And depending here, let me read the description. But in this case, so no, you do not need to because it's a Constitution 14 saving throw, which the kobolds, you're attacking the kobold or the ambush drake.
Both of them. Each creature within
Gotcha.
the range.
Cool. So they
has
both
5
make
foot
saving
range.
throws. They both make saving throws. Constitution.
Sick.
So the kobold fails. By the way, how loud is this dice roll? Can you guys hear that?
A little bit, yeah.
What is it like? Deafeningly loud? No. Okay. And
Wait, you said thunderclap. Is it thunder wave?
Mm-mm.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Nope.
Thunderclap. It's a cantrip.
So they both fail. So go ahead and roll your d6 for your damage.
Oh, do I do and just 1d6 or 1d6 for each of them?
Just the single d6, and they both take the damage. And I do not believe they.
That was a 5. Do I have anything I add to that?
Yeah,
My spell attack modifier?
Yep, your spell attack.
So that's a total of 11.
Verify that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. So with that, 11 damage to each. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So.
Oh shit!
Hmm?
Too late now, but I should have moved right there. Right there. Then I could have got the other kobold.
Well, too late for that, huh?
Too late.
So the kobolds, whatever. You clap your hands together, or whatever it is you do to cast this, and a shockwave of thunder just rings out, and you see the kobold, it kind of clutches its head and begins to like bleed from its ears, and immediately it just kind of spins around a bit and then collapses to the ground. The drake, however, isn't so weak, and while it does look very shooken up, it is still ready to tear flesh.
And then I'm gonna back out.
Okay, that's another opportunity attack.
Yeah.
It's a 14 plus...
My AC is 13.
Yeah,
So it's a hit.
That's a hit. Alright, you get a d6. So as you move away from the drake, it lunges forwards to bite you. That is 4 damage.
It's not looking good for me.
And now it is Soteria's turn.
Wow, it really is. Okay. I was just playing at my character sheet. D&D Beyond. Okay, so I'm really bad at figuring out what does the most damage out of all my attacks. I have inflict wounds, produce flame. I feel like what the 3d10 means. That means
So you roll 3 d10. So
D10.
you get a max of 30 damage from that.
okay, that seems the best. Okay. Jesus. So I'm gonna. Who just got hit, by the way?
Me.
Yeah, Faris just got hit by the drake, and Mindartis got mauled by the drake and is down.
Yeah. Because Faris still has full HP, I guess that'll change later.
Yeah.
Okay, so Soteria clearly hears all this ruckus going on. Jeez. I guess I will. Terra comes in and sees everyone not doing well at all, and decides to inflict wounds. It's the first level spell.
Mm-hmm.
So she reaches out to. She has to touch the drake.
Yep.
So she tries to leap into action, even though she's not great at this, and firmly grabs hold of some of the spikes on the side of the dragon's head to inflict the wounds. And I don't have any healing words for this. Damn it, I did not think that through. Anyways, I'll come up with something later. And I guess I'll roll what? So 3d10s.
So to
3d10.
hit, you do the d20 first plus your
Okay.
modifier, and then if it hits, yeah, roll those.
Okay, so I'll roll a d20. What's my modifier?
You get a
for...
+2.
Okay. 14.
That, I believe, is a hit.
Oh, yes. So now 3d10? 3
Yep.
10s?
Yeah, 3d10 plus 4.
On my 10. That's a 12. 9. I don't know if I have a d10. What does it look like?
It's
6.
5 on one
no.
side, 5 on the other. It's like a double-sided pyramid, I guess, but with 5 sides instead of 4.
Oh, okay. It's just I have one, but it's as a 0 instead of a 10. Okay. So first roll 6. Second roll 5. Third roll 8. 6, 5,
Okay.
8.
So, yeah, that kills. So you grab the whatchamacallit, the drakes.
I grab the Drake by the side of his face. I don't know how big exactly he is, but I grab by the face, and he's just like trying to wrestle me, like almost like bullfighting, right? But I'm holding on for dear life, and he's like trying to snap at me, and I'll think of something cool to say later. But she uses her words of whatever for inflict wounds, and his eyes just go white, and he just kind of shrivels up and just crumples on the floor. I don't know how it works, but
Awesome. And with that, you move. Let's see, how far did you go? So you should still have roughly 10 feet of movement left if you want to move anywhere.
no, not yet.
Alright.
I'm going to. What was the? I always forget the word. I'm so sorry. What's the term for planning a move?
A reaction.
Reaction. What are appropriate reactions in this case? Because my focus is to try heal Mindartis, but I don't.
You can cast Healing Word as a bonus action. And reactions, you've got opportunity attacks, and that's about.
Can I do the spare the dying cantrip? Because I only have 2 spell slots and I just used 1.
You have to use that on your next turn, because
The
it counts
cantrip.
as an action.
Okay. Okay. What other kind of reaction can I do? I mean, I guess I don't really need anything. I guess, can I dodge if someone tries to sling me or attack me?
Nope.
Then
You need to use an action to do that.
Cool. Then, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out here.
Cool.
Cool.
Right,
Thanks.
and so we pass to the armored folk at the back. And so this guy, I don't even remember what weapon he has. He's a big hulking guy. And he's got this massive club at his feet, and he just lumbers forwards towards you. Jeez, how far can he go? Oh, we'll find out how far he can go. He lumbers towards Shuki with this club and just brings it up and swings it straight at her. And so as the club barrels towards her, it misses. Whether you dodge or it deflects, it's up to you. But it does not hit. And so you're safe. And we restart the round. So, Mindartis, death saving throw, please.
Alright. That's in macro space and then saving throw?
No, it would be combat, I believe.
Combat and then death check.
Yep, that's it. And you failed, but you're okay.
Okay, so in kind of like in Mindartis' mind, he kind of is he's kind of fading in and out of reality and whatnot. He feels kind of like a spark of something, but then it just sucks him back into like the eternal void.
Cool. And we pass to one of the kobolds that is still alive. Okay, so kobold with the sling, right at the back here. he puts his sling away and he lunges forwards towards Faris. And he swings his dagger around, going in for a stab, kind of like under the shoulder, where one of his fellows had gotten him. And so he takes his dagger and weaves in. That's a 12 plus... Yeah, that's a 12 plus 4, so what, 16 when your armor class is 13, so that's a hit.
Yeah.
And so he makes his attack with the dagger. 3 plus... Okay, 5 damage.
Oh shit, I'm down.
You guys are holding out well. We need to get you guys leveled up. Right, so 5 damage. So the kobold just steps in and does a flurry of blows with the dagger, carving up poor Faris' flesh and dropping him to the ground in a bloody mess. And we pass to Shuki.
Shuki, it's literally the ladies keeping us together. Like, what is going on?
Honestly, I think you guys have the
Girl
most
power.
damage.
Yes. Shuki, we're awesome.
We're so cool.
We're so cool.
I mean, I did a total of 22. I think I'm pretty good here.
If you say so.
Okay. I think. Can I make like an attack or something on the kobold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, do you need me to tell you how to do that, or have you got it?
Yes, please. Can you?
Okay. Right-click your token, and then macros, combat, and I mean, the top 3 combat ones are your weapons. Oh, the top 4 are actually your weapons. Your two-handed battle axe will do the most damage, but the other ones you can choose which one you want to use.
Can I use the two-handed battle axe?
Yep. So
And
then just click it.
Yep. Okay. What value for dice?
Okay. Let me tell you what. Okay. Do you know how to make dice rolls in chat?
Nope.
Okay. You just do /roll and then number D whatever the dice is. So I'll tell you what dice you need to use. And
Wait,
then just
in
roll this
the-
in chat. In this
the
chat
little
here,
bar? Or
no,
the chat on the
this
side?
one.
Okay.
Oops, I forgot the kobold. And so you would just do /R 1d20, let's say, but without the period, and that'll make a roll. So I'll tell you what you need to roll and whatever modifiers you get. So you'll add like a plus something. So you're
did I have
doing.
to click anything on the battle axe thing?
Hmm?
Did I have to click anything at the battle axe thing?
No, don't worry about that. Just put this in chat. I'll fix the battle axe
Okay.
later.
/R 1d20?
Yeah, 1d20 plus 2. There you go. Okay, 12. Let's see if that hits. This is the kobold you're making it against? It does in fact hit. So, now you roll 1d10 plus 2.
So same thing?
Same deal, yeah.
At
But just a
1d10
d10
instead?
instead of, yep. And that's 9 damage, cool. So you've got your battle axe in hand and you just swing it forward in a menacing arc towards the kobold and cleave through this little guy's flesh, practically splitting him in half. He is most certainly dead. And bonus action wise, you do not have... You have 2 weapon fighting, but you're using a double-handed weapon, so you can't do that. So that is practically all you can do. But you can move if you want to.
If I attempt to move though, can the other guy like come after me?
Yeah. But it's not a guaranteed hit. It's just a chance.
How big is that chance?
Given your armor class... Well, you gotta... Let's think. 35%? 30% chance?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit and hope for the best.
Alright. And the best happened. He doesn't hate you.
Let's go. Okay.
And that'll be your turn?
Yep.
Cool. And so now we move to the other kobold who is still alive. And so he's still slinging away. He loads his stone into the thing, spins it around, and sends it flying at Shuki after cleaving his good friend in half. And so rolls a 9 plus 2, I believe it is. No, it's plus 4, so that is 13. But your armor class is 14, isn't it? So he doesn't hit. And the stone just pings away harmlessly off one of the walls. And it is Faris' turn, who is down. Make me a death saving throw.
That's just a d20, right?
Yep.
I got an 11 plus Constitution
You're
modifier.
fine. Don't worry about it. It might use your Constitution modifier. I'm not sure, but so long as you're over 10, it's a success. So you've got
Sweet.
1 success. Keep track of that. And we move on to what is probably Soteria's turn.
Okay. How much has the acolyte been hit yet? No way.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anybody have any recommendations? What I should do next? Anybody? Any comments?
Not a clue.
None really.
This is going really great, guys. Okay, sorry, did we say how much HP the acolyte has? Do we know? Can I know? Can I
If you
roll,
can't,
like,
no.
insight
You
or
could.
perception?
Well, yeah. You know what? I'll allow that. Sure.
Can it be a insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. D20, right?
Yep.
So insight I have plus 4.
Cool.
So the 19.
Okay. So you kind of give him like a quick glance over with your eyes and try and think of like anything that would kind of stand out to let you know that he's hurt or anything. But looking him over, he seems to be in full health. It doesn't look like anybody's touched him yet.
Which is approximately, if
Mm.
Soteria has to
Yeah.
remember, the
9.
is
9.
9. Excellent. With a AC of approximately.
Given his armor,
Yeah.
you would expect it to be high. However, it's not nearly as high as any of yours. That's as far as I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Okay. In which case, okay, so I'm looking between the kobold near Faris and the acolyte, and I've decided the acolyte's gonna be more trouble than he's worth, so I will be using... How many cantrips can I use at a time? Just one, right?
Yep. Unless it's a bonus action. However, I do not believe you have a bonus action other than Healing Word. Yeah.
How do I decide what's a bonus action?
So the spell will say in its description that if you click on the spell in D&D Beyond, it'll say one of the first things is casting time. And so most of them use one action, but then you'll see Healing Word, it says one bonus action.
So I'm going to, in that case, produce flame. So I'm going to target the acolyte with my personal reserve of fire. Just aim straight at him, straight for his face.
So roll I believe it's a D20. Right?
Oh, produce flame is a D8.
Yeah, you have to make the attack check.
Yeah, D20 first.
Mm-hmm. Plus 2.
Plus 2, so it's a 9. Plus 2 is 11.
That hits.
That's, oh my god. And now you need a plus an 8 die.
Yeah, D8 plus 4.
D8 plus 4, okay. Nope! Sorry, I dropped it!
Don't worry about it.
Okay, 6.
That with or without the modifier?
That's without the plus 4. Sorry,
Cool.
that's a roll 6.
Okay, awesome. So
And then so plus 4 is 10.
that kills him.
Okay, so I look straight at the acolyte, and he kind of turns, kind of like looking at me, wondering what's gonna happen. And I put out my two hands, aim straight at him, and I just like yell, like I'm so annoyed and frustrated and angry that everything's happening. And so I just point my two arms at him, my hands at him, and I just let out this like screech from deep within my soul, and just a jet stream of flame at him and his face, and his like everything, his skin starts to like instantly dry up and cake and blacken, and like parts of him, the little, like his ears kind of shrivel up and become like ash, and he falls over and barely any skin left on his face.
Nice.
I like
And anything else you want to do?
well, since that's all taken, I'm gonna move up here
Cool.
and prepare.
All right. And so.
Oh wait, can I do an oh, never mind.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to try and intimidate them, but that's a -1 for me, so I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. So in that case, Mindartis, you get to do another death check.
Guess it.
Mindartis.
He has one left, right?
He still has 2. He's taken 1 failed death check, and so
That's
if he
his
fails
problem.
if he fails 2 more times, he dies. If he doesn't fail, then he might live.
Okay.
So again, in kind of like the dreamscape of his mind, he kind of hears the sounds, like he just can't like bring himself to gain consciousness again. So he's just kind of still fading in and out.
Right. And by the way, any of you can stabilize. Any of you can stabilize each other. You just might not be proficient in it. Okay.
Question. I'm really sorry.
Mm-hmm, don't worry.
Mindartis, I don't remember your name. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's his second fail.
Yep. So he's got 1 more and he's dead.
Yeah, because you said 2 more, and I was excited for a second.
Alright, and so we move on to the kobold that is still alive, that is right in front of Mindartis. So now that Soteria has come into its range, it just immediately focuses attention on her and swings its dagger around in a wide arc to try and catch her along like the side, but the dagger goes wide and misses. And so it tries to like sort of dance back, provoking an opportunity attack, so you can attack it now. If you want to.
Alright, I'm just eating her cookies, so I'm
Don't
sure.
worry.
But yeah, I do want to attack him. Absolutely, I do. I'll do flame again.
Awesome.
So that's a D20 and then the 8 we said?
Yep.
Cool. D20, a 7.
Okay.
Plus
That is a
2,
miss.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, you shoot up Booster Frame, but it kind of whizzes by as he makes his little reptilian retreat. And the turn passes to Shuki.
Shuki stabilize Mindartis.
How do I do
You make a medicine check.
medicine check? Okay. How do I do that?
You right click, macros, base, skill check, medicine.
Medicine. And no advantage?
No advantage unless you can convince me otherwise. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Oh, that counts, right?
So an 11. Let me actually check because I can't remember what you need to get in order for a medicine check to be successful. But you go over and try and stop Mindartis from dying, and so you have an 11. And hey, you're okay. You managed to stabilize him.
Oh, thank God.
So Mindartis is no longer on the verge of dying. However, he is still unconscious. So yeah. And
Is that all I can do?
you can still move, and that's about it, yeah.
Okay. can I move up to like help out just in case?
Mhm.
Or to be ready? Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's it.
And she intimidate the
That-
kobolds into like killing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you could
What?
certainly try.
Shuki, you should intimidate them so much that they want to like just kill themselves. Just like
Can
stab
I do that?
themselves. Why not? I think you're scary.
Okay, how do I do I have to
So
roll
same
for
as you did before, but instead of medicine, intimidation.
Okay. Skill check?
Yep.
This one. Okay.
14. Okay. So you try and be intimidating, and the kobolds certainly, they look over you and they are not frightened of you, but they're certainly a little more wary of you than they were before, especially after having cleaved that other one in two. However, they're nowhere close to killing themselves.
I feel like that would have to be a nat 20.
Something
Good
like
job,
it.
though. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, and then the turn passes to the kobold at the back, who has his sling out. And so now that you've just frightened this guy, he wants to get you down before you can do any more trouble. So he takes his sling and he launches another stone at you, and he misses again. It's a bad day for him, and he's not hitting any shots. He launches the stone, and it just kind of pings between you and Soteria, but doesn't come near to hitting either of you. It just bounces off the walls and goes down a little drain there.
It's clearly because he's shaking from.
Yeah, he's totally trembling, and he just kind of moves over to the other side. And we move on to Faris. So that's another death check.
Yeah. So I was testing the macros to see if they would count it. It turns out instead it rolled it, but it passed it. So can I use that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. That's a second pass. It's one more, and then I'm good.
Right. Okay. So that's about it. All right. Moving on to Soteria then.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going after the kobold that's closest to me.
Right.
And produce flame again. So far, that's a winning combination. So more or less. So D20 19.
That is a hit.
Okay, and then 1d8 3, but with a
Plus 4, so that's 5. So
wait, it's a yeah, it's an 8. That's what we said, right?
yeah.
It's a plus 5. Cool.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No,
Yes.
I think I said the wrong thing actually, but yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so yeah, you flame and that kills.
So I shoot just quickly like a shot of flame straight through the heart, and then there's just like a hole in his body where the heart should be.
Nice.
And he goes down.
And so after the final, well, yeah, I guess we'll keep going through the rounds. So Mindartis, you are stabilized. However, I'm not sure if you can actually do anything once being stabilized. Stabilized, because yeah, because you would do a death check, but there are no.
I think I'm required to be, because technically I'm only stabilized. I haven't been healed yet.
Yeah, you're still unconscious, which is why I'm not really sure. Yeah, because I think you'd have to get healed first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't do anything. Unfortunate, but that's just how it is.
All right.
And so the turn passes to Shuki.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna walk up to this kobold, and can I attack it
Mm-hmm.
again? Okay.
Yep.
So right click. Oh,
Give me 2 seconds to fix. Oops, that's the wrong button. Here, I will fix your macro. You're gonna do the two-handed battle axe.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see where this went wrong. I'm just gonna quickly roll it for you.
Okay. Did I
Got
do
it.
it wrong last time?
No. I just needed to find out where the issue was. I need to add a die because I did not include it. Okay. Ba-doom. And 20. There you go. Okay, now give it a try.
Okay, so I just click it.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
There you go. Alright, so you got a 7. That does not hit, unfortunately. And so you swing out with your battle axe, and this guy manages to just get out of the way of the heavy swing. And that. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm okay.
All
I
right.
think I'll just wait.
And so we pass on to this kobold. He's just watched basically all of his comrades get massacred, and he just immediately drops his sling and bolts for the door.
Should you attack him though?
Yep, you get the opportunity to attack on him.
Oh, okay. Do I have to do anything? Or-
Yeah, roll a d20, or you can just make the same thing you just did if you want. You can use whatever weapon you want though.
Okay.
But if you're gonna use a different weapon, tell me, because I gotta fix the macro probably.
It's okay. I'll just use the same one then.
All right. Yeah, so just do the same thing.
Did it work?
Yep, you got a 19. That definitely hits, and
Nice.
9 damage. Turns this guy into a nice little puddle of jelly. And so he turns his tail to run, and before he can get out of your reach, you just bring this battle axe around for a second strike and catch him in the back, and he stumbles forwards as you take a huge chunk of flesh out of him, and he just drops to the ground, and spasms a bit before just bleeding out. And so he's down. And so now you've cleared the area of enemies. Mindartis is still down, so seeing as combat is over now, make one more death check.
Okay. $18.
Alright,
Got
so
it.
you are stabilized. So
Sweet. What does that mean?
It means you're unconscious. So both you
Well,
and
you're in the
Mindartis are
same boat as
unconscious.
me.
So you just need HP in you, and then you're fine. So yeah, from here you can do what you like.
Okay, well, I go over to Faris, and I go to heal him using. Do I need to just spare the dying first, or can I just go straight into?
You can just go straight to healing.
What heals more? Cure wounds, right? I'm not crazy.
I cannot remember. I will check.
No,
I
it's okay.
think that's the better one.
Sure.
Yeah.
One's a D4, one's a D8, so I think it's cure
Yeah.
wounds. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna cure wounds,
All right.
which is a D8, so +5, so D8 is a 5 + 5 is a 10.
Okay. So that fully heals? Yep, fully heals. And
So-
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, so cure wounds is touch, so I just lay a hand on his forehead and I mutter Baraxos Ayun, which is healing words for life is short, and heal him. And although after that I'm just muttering to myself, I'm like, Faris, I swear to God, what the hell were you thinking? Walking in. Oh my god. Shuki and I pulling our weight
Thank you
over
for the heal.
here.
I know
Again,
I contributed
Again.
greatly to this fight, so it's a good thing that you saved me.
Oh my god. It's only because
Anyways.
I know that you also have a healing spell. Alright?
Yeah, I'll go kill Mindartis.
Real Mindartis. And nothing left.
Yeah, so I go heal Mindartis there. 1d8. I don't have to roll in 1d20, right?
No,
Just
no,
the d8.
You're fine. Yep, just the D8.
And do I add the attack modifier to it too?
You add the modifier that D&D Beyond tells you to add, which
Yeah, guess I thought. For me is a 6.
and
Wait, the modifier or this? Okay, sorry, the modifier. No, never mind. So that would be 11 for Andy. So I put my hand over his wound and say Nestadren.
okay, 11. I think that gets him to full as well. And so you put your whatever magical energy through him, and he just kind of is reinvigorated and is back up for the count.
Excellent
Mindartis
teamwork,
is
ladies.
Oh my god. You were
That's
so
kinda-
lucky that Shuki and I were here. Honestly, guys. Faris, how many times? Both of you, how many times have I healed you? Honestly, this is coming enough.
Who's counting?
I should be. I've run out of fingers, probably, at this point. Can I search the acolyte and the I want to search the acolyte and the fire breathing drake. The drake.
Gotcha. Okay, so searching the acolyte. So you kind of rummage over his gear. He's got obviously his wonderfully big club. And his armor, though it looks all fancy and whatever, as you take a closer look, it's more for show than actual armor. So he's mostly just wearing a cloak with like a little leather jerkin underneath and this stupid ornamental armor that doesn't have any benefit to him.
Should I roll an insight check or anything in case there's any hidden pockets or anything interesting?
You can do perception or investigation for that.
Perception or investigation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Then I shall do an investigation check.
All
D20?
right. Yep.
18 plus
All right.
5.
So you look through his clothes and you're kind of feeling around, trying to find any hidden pockets. You don't find any pockets, but you do. Well, you find like a pocket or two. Nothing hidden, but you do pick up about 10 silver pieces and 2 gold.
Oh, and then so I pocket those, and then for the drake,
Yes.
I'm guessing he's not gonna have anything, or it's not gonna
Yeah.
have
So you go over to the drake and it's just covered in scales and flesh and it's got
Take
some
some
nice
scales.
teeth and that's
and
about
some
it.
teeth.
All right.
You know, it'd be sick if someone had the tools to like take its hide and could make an armor out of that. That'd be so cool. But I don't think anyone has that.
Probably not. I have a mess kit, and then no, I don't have anything like that. Okay, well, I'm still gonna take some stuff for this exact purpose.
So you
I'll
take out your
take,
dagger and start carving away at its scales and spend about 2 to 3 minutes getting off a good handful of them. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Escobert, I'm on the wrong window. Escobert, your lovely little red-headed dwarf, comes in and he's like, congratulations. He's got his reinforcements now. Congratulations. Thank you for clearing out the sideport. Now we need to seal the gate up here. And he moves up towards the sideport to where the kobold was trying to escape to. And you see, as over there, the doors are slightly open and they look damaged. And so he begins to start pulling them closed, but he can't quite get them all the way because they would need to be repaired beforehand. And so he turns to you, would any of you be able to fix this?
So I could certainly try.
Anybody who has mending can fix it.
Oh,
Oh.
I can.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Aha. Excellent.
And so he steps aside to let you do your work.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna loot the bodies and search specifically for a new pan flute
Oh gosh.
or something. Because I'm getting tired of beatboxing.
So, the kobolds have daggers and slings and their lovely little loincloths, and that's about it. They do not have any money on them. The money from the acolyte was already looted. He's got his terrible armor and his club. Drake has been skinned, and that's all there is to find. So, tough luck.
I guess I'll take a dagger and that's it.
All right.
Well, there's some barrels around here. Do you want to look around? Maybe you can grab some wood and whittle something. I don't know why I'm offering this. Because after I just saved your ass.
Yeah, tie a sling string to the wood and use it like an elastic band guitar. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that.
For the mending, do I need to roll or anything? Or
No,
we're
no.
good?
So the way this works, basically the door, in order to fix it, it'll take 5 casting of mending, which will take 5 minutes to do. And so I guess you just begin your work on fixing the door. And Escobart's got I will grab some guards to help you guys out. He's got his reinforcements in, ready to go. There's about, let's see, how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5?
Insight roll on Escobar? I don't know. I feel like how did he not know the doors weren't fixed? Like he left us. So deal with this on our own. I don't know. Can I do an insight check? Is he shifty? What's he like? You know?
Yeah, go
What kind
ahead.
of man is he?
Go ahead.
Alright. 16. And then plus insight's plus 4, so 20.
All right, so you make your you kind of inspect him, trying to get an idea behind his motives, and so you don't really kind of feel anything out of the ordinary from him. He just seems to be an arms master, just doing his job. He's obviously not the most competent, as you might have noted, but it's all good intentions. And nothing else past that, really.
All right, then.
Anyway, so as you're fixing the door, you hear outside the sounds of marching feet and clanking armor. And as you cast your mending for a second time, you feel a thump against the door as something barrels into it. And as it stops and happens again and starts happening a bit faster, more repeatedly, and the doors start kind of pushing open slightly. And as you look through, you see a group of raiders outside trying to break in.
Guys.
And I need to-
Oh God. I need some help back here. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is not. I can only do so much.
Oh shit.
Are there handles on this door?
Yeah, it's kind of like there's handles, and you can, if it would close all the way, you'd be able to put down like the big wooden bar to hold it locked shut, but you can't quite close it all the way, so you can't do that.
Okay.
Am I able to
there are
move
handles.
to help out?
Yep, you're not in combat
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
Until they break through the door, you're not in combat.
I'm gonna
can I
go
summon
help out
that thing?
too.
Yeah, he's dead. Don't worry about him. If you want, I
Okay.
can get rid of all the dead guys.
Or just somebody dragged him away. He's in a different corner now.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I have rope in my bag. Can we like tie something around these handles and some
Yeah.
some
I'll grab the barrels and just chuck them in front of this door.
All right. Imagine you can move the barrels, because I'm not moving them on
Yeah.
the map. So you get your barrels and you roll them out in front of the door as the raiders pound harder and harder on the door. As you put the barrels in front, you manage, like, they have a harder time getting through. The doors stop swinging open so much as they were before. It looks like it would hold, but you might need something more secure to keep it in place.
What's in all the barrels? Not gunpowder, right?
No, just provisions.
Darn.
And I mean, there's the sacks of flour there. But no, not gunpowder.
Okay. Is there anything else I can move in front of this door aside from the barrels?
Well, it's not about putting stuff in front, right? It's about pulling it closed. No.
No,
Wait,
they're
Wait,
pushing
how's-
in. They're pushing in.
Oh, they're pushing in. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, let's keep stacking, guys. Let's keep stacking.
yeah, what else is there we can take?
Well, there's the barrels. There's the cabinet on the wall. Right over here, you've got the table. You've got the stools. Anything in here you can move.
Yeah, move the cabinet. Slide
Yeah, I'm gonna
that.
take the cabinet.
All
What
right.
button is that again? Oh yeah,
Space.
Slide that.
And you're welcome to. Well, the guards noticing that you're moving stuff into the door, they spring into action and they grab the cabinet for you because they're just such handy dandy guards, and they bring them over to the door.
Alright,
and
then
put
I'm gonna
them
go
in
get
front.
the table.
And you grab the table, and one of them comes to help you move it. And you guys bring the table in front. And all the while, Soteria has been casting mending on this door, and so as every second passes, it gets slightly less broken. Until eventually, after about 5 minutes, you cast the spell for the last time, and the final bits and pieces of wood fit into place, and you shut the door all the way and put the barrier down across it, locking it shut, and keeping these guys out.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay,
Nice.
that's a close one, guys.
And so, now that you've done that, Escobert, he orders around the guards to take up posts on either side of the door and watch here, and the other ones go and take up spots at the table to keep guard. And you guys can, I mean, if there's anything you want to do here, then you can do stuff here. But,
I mean, unless there's a pan flute somewhere here, I don't have anything to do here.
well, you're welcome to ask one of the guards.
Yeah. Asking Escobar. I think we did a fantastic job. I would like my reward to be a pamphlet.
Escobar, whatever he says, don't listen to him. All right, like it's so not worth it.
Yeah, Escobar starts. He puts his hand through his scraggly red beard. He's like, I would be happy to give you a plan flute, except that I do not have one with me at the moment, and getting you one would not be the most easiest task at the moment, as we are under siege. So you may have a pan flute after this is blown over. However, at the moment, I cannot get you one.
Well, I need it now.
And I don't have one now, so you have to make do or find your own somehow.
Alright. Beatboxing it is. I start beatboxing.
Okay.
Can I roll an investigation check for the room to see if there's any like secret tunnels, if there are any secret passages, anything hiding that I can take?
Go ahead.
Damn it. 4.
So,
Which is +5, so it's a 9. But
Right.
still.
so you look around the room and you just notice, I mean, you've got all your barrels stacked against the door and your wonderful little cabinet. You've got the chest in the back there, though. Well, yeah, you've got the chest in the back there. And that's about it. Nothing stands out to you at all.
I'm also gonna do an investigation check, except, well, I might happen to spot some secret passage or something. I'm more looking for things I could use as an actual instrument.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your roll?
At 10 plus, I don't know, investigation, I think it's a 1, so 11.
Alright. So, again, you notice practically nothing. There's a carrot on the table, though that won't make much of a great instrument unless you eat it. There's paper, you can flutter that around, and that's about it.
Damn it.
Anyways, as you're looking around for...
Yeah, I think you should definitely do an investigation.
Oh yeah. Oh. How do I do that?
Same way
So-
you did the medicine check, but
Skill
with
check?
investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, skill check. And you got a 10. You notice nothing out of the ordinary, same as them. Barrels, cabinets, tables, carrots, paper, flour, but that's it.
Hey, Mindartis, I got an idea for you, man. I know you're away from keyboard, but I think you should definitely roll an investigation check.
Let's make him roll
Yes.
an investigation check. Let's see. Skill check. And
Let me know if you find any instruments.
And so Mindartis looks around and he gets a 12, and he notices exactly the same things you guys. Barrels, cabinets, paper, carrots, tables, stools, and a chest. It's a wonderful cellar you are in.
Thank you.
So as you're all looking around like buffoons trying to find some secret passage, Escobar comes over to Star. He's like, you might want to know there's a passage out of here in the other room if you're looking for that.
I just kind of sheepishly like, oh, okay, thanks. That's,
Thought it might be useful if you're going to be leading sorties out of the keep to rescue some villagers, that kind of thing.
Right.
I could show it to you if you like.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Just right this way. And he's just almost along, keys in hand, back out the door here and this way, and he's like, he stands at the edge here and he's like, right, so just down into the water there. These gates should open up here. There's a key here. He holds a hand out to you with this big brass key, and it should fit into the lock in one of those grates, and just open it up and go right through. It'll take you out into the river part, just south of the keep there. And from there, the river will take you right through the town. You can get to, you can get to the sanctuary, the mill, wherever you need to go, really. It'll get you there.
Oh, okay. She just kind of looks down at the water, kind of queasily, like going into the water. Okay. I am a fire genasi, though this could be a bit awkward.
Did Nightel give us anything to do?
Well, he
Do we have any questions?
He hasn't told you any specifics, but he did ask you to go into the town to rescue people. So if you want specifics, you can go back to him.
Right.
All right. Well, maybe we should check in. I mean, two birds, one stone, I guess, if we're going out anyways. See if there's anything he wants.
Let's go see our Nightingale buddy.
Unfortunately, Faris, I'm going to ask that you do all the talking because I don't do well with other people.
Sounds good. I'll make sure that I show him my amazing music skills too, because I'm sure he'll love it.
That's not what I'm trying
A good
to
way
say.
to brighten up the mood in
You know what? Maybe
a
Shuki
town that's
should
getting
just-
destroyed.
You know what? Maybe Shuki should really be in charge of talking.
I can talk to him about all my adventures that I've had previously.
No, that's
We're gonna have a great time. I should ask him where the nearest tavern is. Well, we can go and stay there for a while.
That is inappropriate.
Maybe I'll even play poker with him.
These people are dying, man. Come on. Keep it together.
Nah, people die all the time. It's not a big
The
deal.
dwarf looks at you. Poker, you say?
Yes, poker.
No.
Perhaps after that, I'll win that pan flute back from you. How do you feel about that? You and me, game, high stakes, alcohol. Typical
That-
poker game.
None of
Sounds
that
like something we should get to soon.
This is gonna end badly. Alright, let's go back up.
Okay.
Dwarf, sounds like you and me are gonna be great friends.
He leads you back up the stellar stairs into the yard of the keep. And you guys are going back up the tower?
Thanks for nothing, Shaw. Bitch. Sorry, I didn't say that.
And so you guys make it back up into the keep.
Okay.
And I am not forgetting any tokens, I don't think. I think I've got everything. And so you get back up and Escobert leads to the door and the guards just let you through. Because, Escobert knows what he's doing. It's just like, Chief, cleared out the solid port. If you have anything you need them to do. And the governor turns around. Yes, here. So, word has come in that there are a group of villagers holed up in the mill, just southwest of here. If you follow the river, it'll take you right there. I would like to ask you to go there and liberate them. I am suspicious, though, that it could maybe... There are a lot of raiders around there, and it seems there's a lot of fires. So, it is entirely up to you, of course. I would never force you to go, but... Please, for the sake of our town, I ask for your help.
What kind of... Yeah, I'd say saving villagers is great, but we definitely will get, compensation for it, right? Like, a tavern to stay in, and some money, and some alcohol, and a good place to do some music, and possibly women. Everything there is good?
So Paris, throwing daggers eyes at, Paris. What are you saying? She's just, staring at him, stop.
Because, time is money, right?
The governor just chuckles heartily. Yes. I cannot guarantee you all these things. However, I'm sure, with due adventuring, you will be garnering fame of your own and earning these things for yourself. At the moment, I am not really concerned with finding you all of these things to satisfy your reward. As I'm sure Escobert has told you, we are under siege at the moment, so... My concerns more lie in protecting the village people and the keep itself. However, at the end, there will, of course, be some sort of a reward.
Sounds good, I'm in.
I suppose we'll go out there in the water.
And as Escobert just like, you guys can take the passageway I showed you. You know the way there?
Yes, thank you. Do you have a boat by chance, or some kind of little dinghy? Anything really?
For those sewers?
Yes, and for the river. I feel like that would probably be the fastest way.
We won't be able to get you a boat through the sewers. However, you may find a small fishing boat in the river once you get there.
Okay.
Well, we don't have anything we can give you. Nothing you could get out through the sewers. You would have to take it out the main gate.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. Doesn't sound like a great idea. Okay, so I guess we'll go through the sewers. All right, so let's head down, guys. Clearly our heavy hitters need to stay back and help out more, I guess. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. And so, as you turn to leave, the governor just gives you a wave. Best of luck, and again, I cannot thank you enough for this. And so you make your way back to the Sally Port.
Yes. Okay.
Which way do we take?
So you'll just go down into the sewer. It doesn't really matter which side you open because neither of them go anywhere on this map. But they will take you where you need to go.
For somebody who doesn't stomp, I really don't like water. I'm not a fan.
You guys make your way down in there, and you step in, and kind of like it's like up to mid calf, I guess. The water. It's not. Though it's sewer, it's much cleaner than you would have expected, as it is pretty much just river water and like some algae and whatnot, but nothing bad. And so you take your brass key and put it in the lock, and it unlocks easily enough. There's a bit of resistance, and some rust kind of crumbles away off of it, but otherwise it opens fine. And the grate squeaks open with like a loud screech. But it still opens. It doesn't open with difficulty. And you make your way through.
Yeah, just by the way, I jumped into the sewer and just accidentally happened to splash Soteria with water.
I swear
A
to
lot
God,
of it.
Faris. Oh my God. I threw a little snowball of fire, like a little fireball, just at him at the back of his head.
I saw it coming, so I dodged.
Yeah. Okay. Swear to God, Faris. I don't.
Okay.
Why do we bring you anywhere?
So you move into this dark tunnel of stone bricks with the shallow water along it, and you move away from the light. So Shuki and Faris, without any source of light, neither of you can see. However, Mindartis and Soteria both have dark vision, so you see fine.
Suckers.
Let's go. Dark vision. Woo!
Well, I guess you guys should go first then.
It's pitch black for you if you don't have light. I'm just telling you that.
Oh, like pitch black.
Yes, there is no light in the tunnel. The only light is coming from where you left.
Soteria, don't you have a thing with fire?
Not for you, Faris. Suck a dick.
Whoa. This is Mindartis, man.
Oh, sorry, Mindartis. Well, Mindartis can see though.
Yeah, no, he can.
Oh.
He's just
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, couldn't you, conjure some sort of fire to, lead the way for everybody? Who
Yeah,
does
so-
not have dark vision?
Yes, that's a great idea, Mindartis. Okay, so, but first, before doing that, should we roll an insight check or perception check or something to see if there's anything in our way that's coming before I
sure.
send out a signal that I don't know that we're here? I don't know what's down here.
Sure, I'll roll a perception.
Or I'll do it.
We can both roll one.
Because perfect.
There you go.
Can I roll investigation check?
Yep, go ahead.
Excellent.
Oh, I guess that's what it would be. It wouldn't really be perception, would it?
No, perception works too. Because perception is like sight-based, what you see in the immediate vicinity. Investigation is more like looking around for stuff. They both kind of do mostly the same thing. It's really hard to see. You did the wrong thing, Mindartis.
I did?
Yeah. You go to base, and then skill check, and then select whichever one you're doing.
Oh shit, I see. Do I have an advantage?
No.
Yeah.
16. Nice.
Nice. I got a 7 plus 5. That's only a 12.
Yeah, okay. So, looking around the sewer tunnel, so it is dim light for you guys because you have dark vision. However, so basically the way dark vision works is you can see everything as if it were dim light in pitch black, which really doesn't actually affect your vision. However, everything is in black and white. You can't see color.
Right.
But looking at the walls, it's like you notice there's like the water all along the ground, and nothing sticks up out of it. It's mostly just flat, not flat, but rounded ground. like a tunnel, and it's like a cobblestone tunnel, and just you can see like vegetation kind of peeking out between the cracks, but of course you can't see the color, so it's just like gray fuzzy things sticking out. There's like a family of bats that kind of flutter around. Like you can hear screeching, you can't actually see them though. You can hear like the screeching of bats and the skittering of insects or mice or rats. You don't know which because you don't see any of them. There's nothing nasty floating around in the water or swimming. It seems mostly okay.
Okay. In which case, I'll produce like a little candle flame to start with in my hand, and I guess I'll go in front of everyone.
All right. So you see, like a candle. So I believe that gives 10 feet of sight. So you light up this little tongue of flame in your hand, and Faris and Shuki are like momentarily blinded by the light after being in the pitch black, but it fades really quickly because it's not an overwhelming amount of light. And so now you guys can see in front of you. You see the same thing that they did, but with colors. So now all that the green blobs of fuzz on the walls take on like a green, almost lush color to them. As nothing's really been in here. There's like different colors of it. There's like yellowier stuff, and some of it's brown. And the water is more of a gray than a blue or anything, but not a dirty gray. And it mostly takes on the color of the surrounding tunnel. But yeah, apart from that, there's nothing else to really take note of. And so you make your way down the tunnel, and it twists and turns here and there, and you kind of lose sense of any direction. However, it only goes the one way, so you're not particularly lost unless you spin yourself around in a circle with your eyes closed. And so you make your way through the tunnel, and you continue going through, and you begin to see like a light at the end of the tunnel, where you assume is the exit. And so I will move you guys to the other map.
I was looking around, wondering if there's.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go further. It does not go further.
I was ready. Ready to go.
Let's see. Where do you guys pop out here? Ooh, okay. So just so you know, you're still in the tunnel, but this is where you'll pop out. And so as you get to the end of the tunnel, there's a metal grate again, like the entrance, with a key hole in it for you to unlock.
Oh, that's me. I got the key. Coming through.
And so you get to the lock.
Yeah, unlocked.
And yeah, okay. So you stick it in, and it, unlike the previous door, it does require some like jittering around and fiddling with it to get it open, but it still unlocks and creaks open with a big like screech. Roll all of you let's see, what would this be?
Oh shit.
Oh well.
Well, I'll give you a perception check first, just to be fair. You can do perception. Just
Or
perception.
investigation?
Nope,
All
just
of us?
perception. Yep, all of you.
Damn it! No, come on, investigation, man.
Nope,
Come
no, not a chance. Just perception.
on.
Okay, that's a nice one. Nat 20. All right, so I'll give that to all of you because
I got a 17.
You're
So
welcome, guys. Don't
Wait,
worry.
skill
I
I
got
got
check.
you.
15.
17
Skill
plus
check.
2.
And then
I got you guys. Don't worry.
okay. So good thing we went through that. Luckily,
Yeah.
most of you got a good score, so it's fine. So you notice Shuki doesn't notice; she's completely oblivious to it, and just continues plodding along down this wonderful little stream.
Just having a good time. She's happy to be here.
But the rest of you notice there's a family of rats, not quite at the door, but close enough that there's not a pile of them, but there's a lot of them sitting around there, scurrying around, foraging for whatever.
Dinner, anyone?
No. Oh no. I'm not hungry anymore. What are they eating a dead body possibly? I'm so worried. I'm concerned.
They are not eating a dead body, however, They do like move around a lot, and they come kind of close to you, kind of checking you out to see what the hell you are, because nothing really comes this way often.
Faris, you take care of it. You're half animal, right?
Okay. I mean, that might be a little racist, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't know. I guess I'll light my torch and just kind of wave it at them.
Well, handling, no?
Oh, I do have that, but I mean, how am I gonna handle rats?
No?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wave a torch at them.
Alright, so you take your torch, you light it, and you start fanning it away at them, and the little
Wait,
eyes...
you play the flute. You should... Oh, damn it, we should have kept
I don't have my fan flute.
Damn it. You Pied Piper the shit out of this.
The little eyes glow red with the flame from the torch, and they screech at you and swarm towards you.
This is why I didn't last
all
with
of
my
you?
fire.
Roll initiative.
No! Faris!
Ooh,
This time wasn't my idea.
ooh, I do not remember if I actually have these guys as tokens. Let's find out.
I got a 13 for initiative, plus 2, so 15.
So this is okay. I did a really good job on this. All right. Let me just grab a little token real quick here. 15, you said. 19 for Faris. 7 for Shuki. Okay, and I will just grab this wonderful little picture here. I might have forgotten to get tokens for this. So actually, you know what? I'll bet you. If I look in here, this one, rat. Let's find out. Not quite. Anyways, they come forwards and attack you. They roll initiative, and they get a decent roll. Let me go back and check what their stuff is. Okay. So that is okay. Cool. I will add everybody's rolls. Mindartis, what's your initiative roll? Initiative 7. Soteria is a 15. And Faris is a 19. So Faris, you get to go first.
Okay.
I will get to adding these rats in.
Are they like all around us?
They're more like to behind where you came from.
Right. And are they within 5 feet of me?
Yes, within 5 feet of you, yes, for sure.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Are these the only 2 swarms we have?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. In between the 2, so I am.
You got an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think you're okay.
Okay, well, I'm moving between the 2, so I'm within 5 feet of each of them. And we're doing a thundercloud again.
Alright. That is not a cantrip, right?
It is a cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip. Okay, cool. Just continue then.
Yeah. They have to save a Constitution
Yep.
14 or something.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. That is 1 gone to shit. So one of the swarms fails. And the second swarm also fails, so they both take the full brunt of your thunderclap.
11 damage each.
Okay. Right. 11 damage each. So you do your thunderclap, and the tunnel echoes with the sound of your explosion, whatever you want to call it. And they kind of like shockwave back in their ugly crawling pile. But otherwise, a lot of them drop dead, but they still keep coming.
Fuck. Okay, I move back away from them.
But they're gonna attack.
Maybe I won't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus actions? Let me check here. Yeah, I can dagger, I guess, but I don't think I will. I'll leave it how it is. Oh, can I? No, bonus action with the torch wouldn't work, right? That wouldn't work as like a double 2-weapon fighting?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, how much damage did you say you did to them?
11 each.
Cool, thank you. Okay. So that's your turn. And it moves on to the rats. So the first swarm, it just lunges at you and piles towards you, and this ugly, massive rat. And they swarm towards you and basically just try to bite the shit out of you. And so it moves forwards, and that is a 7 plus 2. It does not hit you. So you kind of just wave them off with your torch, and they scatter at the light. And the second one goes past you towards the other adventurers and launches at Soteria. And that is 11 plus 2, 13. And does that hit?
Armor class 13.
Alright, that does hit.
Damn it.
So they take their millions of little jaws and latch onto your skin here and there. They get slightly burned from the surface temperature of your skin, but they still continue to nibble away, and that is not supposed to be a D4. Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 9 damage.
9 damage. I'm almost out.
And that is as much as they do. And so we move on to your turn.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Well. Would rolling an animal handling check do anything?
You may certainly try.
Or nature. So I can figure out what would make them stop. Like maybe a weakness or a fear. Like from all my time.
Okay, yeah, so that's, a nature would do that.
Nice. So D20?
Yep.
Okay. 14 plus 5.
Okay. So quickly before you try and hit them or anything, you think back on what you know about rats, given you live in a swamp, so you've dealt with these pests before, and you remember that smacking them, piercing them, and slashing them doesn't seem to be quite too effective. And most spells that have psychological effects don't really work too well.
Okay,
but that's as much as you can find out.
Okay. Fire? That's not a swipe or a stab or
Nope, that's all good.
That'd be good. Okay, so I guess in that case I will blast the swarm closest to wait, can I investigate their approximate armor class or anything?
Nope. You've got your nature check, so you can't do any more of those.
Okay, so I'll do produce flame then.
Cool.
How many spell slots do I have left? I think I have 0.
Yeah, you're out, but you've got all your cantrips still, so you're fine for that.
Yeah. Okay, so for produce flame, I roll d20 first to see if I hit, or?
Yep.
Shoot. Okay. Oh, fuck me, 6.
Okay. That you get +2, I believe. So yeah, that misses.
No.
So you summon your little flame, but launch it towards them, and it doesn't quite get them. You singe a few back hairs, but that's about it.
They scatter and then just come back.
Yep.
It's like they knew where it was gonna land. They all moved out away and they came back.
And then we move on. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Is there any reactions I can do? I don't know, like dodging,
not
anything?
really, no,
think
because yeah, that would be all. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that's yeah. Moving on then.
Yep, moving on.
All right, Shuki, it's your turn.
Okay.
Given
So
the
wait,
space, you can't use two hands with your great axe,
Okay.
but you can still use one, or you could use your other weapons.
Okay. Can I
We'll
try
check to make sure
like
they all work.
your what?
I'm just gonna check to make sure they all work. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Can I like try to like scratch at them with the talons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do I click that one?
Yep.
Would
And if it
that
doesn't
count
work,
as-
I don't
Wait,
think
does that
it
count
works.
as slashing?
let's see. Yes, it is
What would-
slashing.
Oh.
Okay, so don't. that's
You can
not
still
gonna
do
work.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it won't be as effective, right? How do we know? Oh, it says it. And then dagger's piercing. And then unarmed strike is bludgeoning. Okay, this isn't so lose-lose over here.
Okay.
That's too bad. I guess no. Go for it. Go. Because what hurts the most here is battle axe, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you can only
So-
do the one-handed.
Sorry.
Okay.
Kaydi, you do.
That's
you,
okay.
Honestly.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the one-handed battle axe then.
All right, go ahead and do the macro, and it should work.
It didn't work.
Didn't? Really? What did it say
Wait,
this
let me-
time?
Let me try again.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, there it worked. I think I clicked it too early.
Attack roll 16. Shuki.
Okay, so that definitely hits.
That sounds really good.
And you cleave into them with this battle axe. However, as the slashing is less effective, it only does 5 damage. So these guys
How
have
much health?
macros. Shoot.
How much health do they got?
Well, that's for you to find out once you kill them.
No. No. But how much damage did 5 hit for? Like, is it a lot? Is it a little bit? Not a lot?
It significantly hurts them because they were already significantly damaged by Faris' shockwave.
Yeah,
So
remember I did this
originally he
heroic
had roughly halved their numbers, somewhat, and this does a good half of what's left as well of just this one swarm, though. And these are mobs. And so 5 damage, we said.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the turn passes to Mindartis, who is AFK, and so he will close in on the swarm that you've both just attacked, and he takes, let's see what he's got. Dagger and scimitar, none of those are quite effective. Let's see, magic, none of those are damaged. So yeah, he'll just take a scimitar and try and slash at them. And the fumble didn't work again. So I've got to fix all your macros again. 7 misses. So he swipes at them, and they kind of just like go out of the way of his blade and swarm back in as soon as it leaves the area.
Yes, 2 scimitars right there.
Yep, and so he double wields as he brings the second one around. And hits, gets crit. 24, so 8, 4. That is, math doesn't work, 12 damage, and so he takes his second scimitar, and as they're coming back in to fill the space that was left where his first scimitar passed, he brings the second one through and cleaves through the swarm, and basically catches most of them right in the face, and demolishes that swarm. And so those ones fall down and die pretty much, and it turns to Faris' turn.
I'm just gonna thunderclap again.
Okay, go ahead.
Just bam.
That's con 14.
Yep.
Success.
Fuck. Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
All right. So that does absolutely nothing if they succeed.
I think, yeah, if they succeed, then everyone just hears a big loud thunderclap noise.
All right, so it echoes down the tunnel, and the rats kind of recoil at the sound, but they immediately come right back. And that's it then.
Yeah.
And so, as your thunderclap rings out, they make another lunge towards you, but then think twice, and turn tail. Oops, that didn't work. Turn tail and get the hell out of here. They are scurrying away. And
Awesome.
do you guys plan to take chase?
No, they're rats.
So they're gone, and you guys are out of combat.
There you go. I dealt with the rats. Happy?
I don't know about that.
I used my professional animal handling skills that people that are half freaking animal have.
All right. So now you're at the gate there. You open it up, and looking outside, there's the river that goes by. This lovely low poly river because the image isn't high quality enough. And there's like trees on the other side of the bank. On the side of the bank you're on, there's like sand going down. But it's mostly like dead grass that slowly turns into the tall grasses that surround the town. And as you step out, you can see a group of raiders searching the stream. Let me pull that out.
Raiders. Oh,
Here we go. Boom.
oh, hello.
And I will move them right around here. So they haven't taken notice of you yet. Because you haven't stepped outside yet.
Okay, Faris, don't move. Don't pull.
Roger.
Yeah, they're just looking around here, combing for any survivors or treasure or whatever.
Okay, can I roll investigation for the boat, that little fishing boat that Escobar mentioned?
Sure.
And they didn't hear either of my thunderclaps?
That is a good point. Let's find out.
And because they were within 100 meters of us, right?
Yeah, they heard it, but they do not know where it came from or what it was.
Okay.
Hopefully they thought it was the dragons.
Yeah, like building blocks or something. Or dragon. Right?
Oh. It's a 9 plus 5. 14. Investigation.
Okay. So looking around, you don't notice any sort of like fishing boat or anything like that nearby. So you assume it must be down the river somewhere, but there's nothing here that's of use to you. Aside from the raiders.
Alright. Can I roll a nature check so that I can accurately figure out where we're going?
I suppose. Sure.
Unless I can just innately know that.
Well, yeah, Escobar or Tarba, I believe, told you guys the mill. It's just down the river to the southwest.
Beautiful. So never mind. Let's just head out. Okay, guys. Let's, I guess... Oh, no, stealth. Not great at stealth.
Roll stealth checks.
I guess we should stealth. Okay. Alright, stealth. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh boy.
That 20, bro.
Nice. Okay, that's good. As long
Oh,
as
same actually.
Okay,
Holy.
double nat 20. So unless you can both botch on a nat 1, then you're fine. 16? Okay, yeah. So no, you don't even need to do the last one. So yeah, you guys successfully stealth. So you make your way out of the tunnel sneakily and kind of crawl down the stream bed, staying out of the view of the raiders, and you make your way away and downstream. It's not a fast-moving current particularly. It's not a very big stream. But again, it is one that you could like fish in.
We don't see this boat at all, right?
No. So one thing I should make a little more clear. Escobar didn't say there is a boat. He said you might find one along the banks somewhere.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Can we see the dragon?
Yeah, not quite. Like from here you can't, but if, let's say, Shuki were to fly up, yes, you would be able to see the dragon.
Okay, so can we see, from where we are here, can we see the other end of the river over there?
Yes. Well, let me check that. I think you would be able to though. It is.
Just looking,
Yeah, it's like 200 feet, but yeah, you can see that far.
So, do we make a run for that other end of the river, or do we keep following the river bend? That's a lot of open space. And I just don't
We could
know.
just follow the tree line here.
Okay, good call. Let's do that.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
follow the tree line, or are you gonna go into the woods?
Try to stay on the let's stay on the edge of the tree line.
Edge of the tree line in case, and then we can run in if we really have to.
Alright, so you make your way along. You don't really notice any sort of raiding parties or anything along here. They're mostly out of sight.
Just say that I have a
more where the
passive
ones
12 perception and passive 15 investigation. So I don't know if that changed anything, if I would become more aware of our surroundings, if something were to change.
There's not really much to take note of.
Okay, good. Would that make a difference, though? Like, if, let's say, the dragon...
Well, given where you are now, seeing as you're out of the riverbed, you can't see him still.
Right, my question is with a passive investigation or passive perception.
That's more for like, so imagine you're in a cavern or something, and you're walking around, and there is an enemy stealthing to try and sneak attack you. However, technically they're in plain sight of you, but their stealth roll against your passive perception. So if you're not actively looking for them, then their stealth contests against your passive perception. And so if you, like you said, you had a 16 or something like that?
A passive 15 investigation.
Right. So the investigation, passive investigation and insight are kind of weird. They're not nearly as easy as perception. But with perception, if someone was stealthing, then if they got a roll lower than what your passive is, then you would notice them. But otherwise you wouldn't. So with passive insight, if someone's lying to you and they make a roll and it's not high enough, then you'll know they're lying.
Good.
And then investigation, if someone's hiding something from you, I guess.
Okay. So
We're looking for a mill, right?
Yeah.
And then at this point, you just keep making your way down the stream. And I mean, the scenery doesn't change much. You go past burning cottages, and the stream goes over the road back there, and it's more foresty down here, as you can plainly tell. But you still don't come across any raiders. They seem to be more in the sort of heart of the town, and less out here on the outskirts. There's no more like culverts or anywhere you could get to the. No more secret passages or anything like that, but you do come up the stream here and come across this big, large water wheel. You see there are, in fact, raiders out here setting fire to some of the things around here. And this is this. You can't quite see them, but you can hear them. You figure they must be on the other side of the keep.
Right.
Not the keep. The mill.
Yeah. Okay. I regret not crossing to the other side of the river. Now we're stuck on this side.
How deep is this river?
Deep enough for fish. Can we touch the bottom?
No, you would have to swim down to touch the bottom.
Hate water. Okay. Hey Shuki, do you think you could just... We can hear them, so Shuki, do you think you could stealthily, like, fly... or just fly across and see if you can see them?
Yeah,
But,
sure.
Very carefully, my friend.
Okay. Do I have to roll another stealth check, or am I good?
No, you're good for now.
Okay. So I'll fly up and I'll just go across to see what's
just-
going on.
Very carefully. You're one of our big hitters. We can't lose you.
I will show you what is there.
So, at what point does she see
So on the other side of the house. So how high are you going up?
I
Maybe
could go up
just-
to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say maybe just a bit on the roof or something.
Yeah, that sounds about good.
Okay. So you see past, and it seems to be a couple of kobolds and their lovely little pet drake. And they're like lighting fire to the barrels and crates around it and generally creating a ruckus over here.
Okay, now I'm gonna fly back, and let everyone know what I just saw, and that they're burning down the place.
So there's kobolds and drakes over there?
Only one drake, yeah, and
Okay.
few.
Soteria, you need to heal.
Yeah, I do.
You didn't even realize that. I can do that right now if you want.
Alright. It's just that I know that both of us. How many spell slots do you have left?
I can only heal once more.
Yeah, same. So I am concerned. Is anybody else hurt? Or is it just me?
No, I think it's just you.
Because I changed my health bar just so that we could see it visually, or else I'd forget. I'm just debating because I'd have the one's potion, but I don't want to drink the whole thing because it's like intense. Hold on, let me think about this. Does anybody else have? No, we're the only two with healing.
Yeah. Normally we would also have, I think his name's Kafira or something, the other paladin. But
they're busy, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you could heal me, and then we'll save my spell to heal next.
Okay. Then I rolled, it's 9, so heal 9.
Gore.
And I will
I was at
apply that.
2, so I'm back. I'm back up.
Sweet.
You got it.
Okay. So I guess we'll swim over everybody.
Well, okay, so
How should we do this?
I, being the amazing strategist I am, I have a plan.
I'm rolling my eyes. Yes.
Does anyone have ranged weapons?
I have a crappy sling, and
Okay.
I can throw my flame, but
Can it go 30 feet?
My flame? Let me check. 1 second. Yes, within 30 feet.
Sweet. And what about Mindartis and Shuki?
I'll check my
I-
dodges.
Don't think so.
I don't think Shuki does, but let me see. So Mindartis, he has a lot of shit.
He
Or
doesn't
you
have
check
any
the
ranged
note.
weapons. He's just got his scimitar and his dagger.
Okay.
I was
And
looking
his
at-
spells, he has an array of spells that are more deception based than combat.
yeah, blindness, blur.
So, my idea then,
Mhm.
in that case, I could cast. Oh, wait, I have to check that actually. I think I could cast Vicious Mockery. I gotta see the range though, it might not be far enough.
Given how far you are, I
Yeah.
really don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't
You've
have
got
enough
100
range.
feet to
Never
cover,
mind.
so no, it is not far enough.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that only goes 60.
Okay, never mind, my plan will not work. I was hoping to lure them to this side of the thing and we just shoot them down, but I don't have enough range.
Right.
But I guess we cross.
Guess we cross, unfortunately.
Hope you don't mind getting a little bit wet.
You know that I do. Okay, and so this water isn't. You said it's not too strong, right? So
No, it's not strong enough to pull you away. It is stronger here than where it was than earlier where you came out, but it's easy enough to swim through.
Please don't tell me we have to roll any athletics check or anything.
No, you're all good for this.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so you make it across with ease. You're a little cold and wet afterwards, but you're across.
So I get across and I'm cold and wet, and then I kind of stop. I just kind of stand away from everybody, and just for 2 seconds, I just kind of clench my fists, heat up my entire body, like my whole body just goes poof in flame for a second. But because my clothes don't burn,
Yep.
My hair just kind of gets a little fuzzy and frizzy, and I'm dry again.
Cool.
I go over to Mindartis and whisper in his ear. That's kind of hot. Fucking hilarious.
That's
Mindartis just slowly turns his face to you and like squints at you like, okay. And
That's
just
enough.
continues on, sopping wet towards over here. Just putting some distance between the two of you before he hits you.
I
Maybe
go
a sense of humor.
I go over to Shuki, and like my hands are in like a like cupped position, you know, like when you cup for water,
Mhm.
but it's like producing like a small flame. I'm like, Shuki, do you wanna draft? Do you wanna get warm a bit, bud?
Sure.
'Cause she's the only person I like. She's the only person I can deal with. Everyone else pisses me off. Okay,
Even me?
especially you, Faris. Okay, so how should we play this? Do we want to try to lure them out, or I'm concerned about the Drake. You said Shuki said there's an ambush Drake. As the name goes, I do not want him to ambush us. Wait, is there anybody in the house? The call is coming from inside the house.
You'd have to go inside to find out.
Or I'll just keep rolling investigation checks until I get what I want. How about that?
You won't find anything inside the house if you don't step inside.
Is there windows?
They're all boarded up.
Okay. So, okay, I'm just coming around here. Can I peek carefully?
Yep. Do just an extra stealth check just to make sure. You've got advantage on it though because you already succeeded on the other one.
Oh my god. Okay. Do not have I don't have a lot of stuff. 8, and then my stealth is a +2. That's a 10. What does advantage do?
Unless you roll a second time and take the higher of the two rolls.
Excellent. Damn it, 7. So my highest is a 10. 8 plus
Okay.
2.
And so you round the corner, you peek by, and you see the kobolds and their little drake, but they don't notice you. There's a door. Let me check. Where is this door exactly? So there's a door right past where you were here that you already passed. But you can see that's about it actually. There's boarded up windows at the front here, and they're still just pillaging all the different things.
Okay, so I motion at them to just come over here, and I kind of point at the door, like dramatically point at the door that you said was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like pointing. I'm like, oh, should we go in? Should we do that? Let's go. What's in here? I'm like waving them over. Come on.
I trot over.
Should we go in? I don't know what's in here. I'm really curious though. I really want to know.
I'd say, I think we...
Well, if you're saying we should, then we definitely shouldn't. Okay. Okay, so I carefully tug on the door as quietly as possible.
It's
Just open a crack, see if I can peek through. Since I also have dark vision, hopefully that means I could see inside if there's no light.
right. So there are torches in there lighting it, and looking inside, it's pretty much just an empty room, but with like a stone. What looks like the back of like a stone chimney. At the back of the room, there's barrels and bags of flour lined up along the walls, and there's another smaller door at the back of the room beside the chimney. But there's nobody in there.
There's nobody in there. There's no sounds, nothing.
No, but
No
this is only
movement,
the
shadow?
front room, so You can only this room. Judging by what you can see, it's about this much of the mill. The rest of it is behind the wall.
Where's the chimney over here or something?
It's like right around here-ish, and then the other door is here.
That's closed. Okay.
I just step right on in there.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So yeah,
There's-
stepping in, you see the same things that she saw. There's nothing particularly of note. It's candles on the walls, and the barrels and flour, but that's about it.
I'm whispering out, Faris, pulling another Faris. Stop just walking into places.
It's fine. I'm okay. There's no here. I go around the corner and see further.
Are you gonna open the door?
No.
I guess,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so let's just group up, party group up, so that I can move you into the next map.
Oh my god, it's another map. Faris. Just don't walk through the door. Just don't walk through the door. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Right.
What could go wrong?
Why do you not remember what happened last
Where
time?
did I missed one?
No,
I
I
missed
love
one.
them.
You almost died!
That's how I checked. We did pretty good.
That's because Shuki and I did all the heavy lifting. We fucking murdered those guys, right? We ripped them to shreds. What did you do? You took a nap. That's what you did.
Alright, and so you're inside, and yeah, this is what you see. There's nothing else. And there's the door at the far wall there, and you see the chimney in front of you, and the barrels and whatnot along the walls.
Is the chimney one of those like see-through? If we crouch down and look through, we'll see on the other end.
No. This is like, it's like the back side of the chimney. The front side is on the other side of the wall.
That makes
And
sense.
so,
Okay.
yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay. And so this is all boarded up, you said?
That's a door.
Or it's closed?
That's a door. The windows are here, and that's it. That's it for this room. But yeah, those are boarded
Okay.
up.
Okay. There's, I swear. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna creak it open. Don't touch anything. Okay.
Okay,
So
fine.
look for a stupid flute.
That's a good idea. I'll get the freaking please.
It's like a child. You gotta give him something to distract him with. Okay. I creak the door very gently open and try to look through and see what I can, see.
Alright.
Do I have to roll anything, or we?
No. So you open the door, and looking through,
Yeah,
it's
slightly.
mostly the same thing as the room we were just in, but there is the turn wheel for the big water wheel outside. But otherwise, yeah, just crates, flour, candles, and there's a loft up above here. So the first room was like a one-story, but this goes to the second story where there's like a catwalk sort of thing above the top.
Okay. I don't even know. Is there some sort of check I could do to be like extra certain there's no one hiding anywhere? I'm very paranoid.
You
and suspicious.
can. Let me check. I believe you should just do a wisdom perception check. Or you can do insight as well if you'd like.
Like insight or investigation.
Uh,
So insight?
insight or performance.
Okay. Yeah, definitely insight. 10! And then I get a +4, so 14.
Okay, so yeah, you look around and
Catwalk, anything?
you're suspicious of what's in there, but nothing stands out to you as being a trap or anything. It looks mostly fine, except for obviously the little group that was outside.
Okay, I guess I'll... okay, I creep through quietly.
Alright.
Did I just pull a Faris? That's my next question. So there's nothing around, so then I'm just gonna slowly... Is this here like see-through or something? Like... or is this-
Yeah, it's see-through, but you can't go here. I will remove the vision blocking for it, but you can't walk over that, right? Because it's
No,
a
you can't
wall
walk over it.
thing.
That's fine.
Oops, that's not working quite the way I want it to. But yeah,
Okay.
you can see through that. But there is a wall here. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
this door you could go through.
Okay, so I'm like crouching.
Mindartis
And, like-
follows in behind you.
I'm crouching and I'm trying to peek over this wheel thing if there's anything catches my eye.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also gonna just slowly creak the door open again, this here, and peek through. Very carefully.
While you do that, Mindartis scans the loft above, gets in that one, and doesn't notice anything whatsoever. But you know what? I'll give him advantage for that.
Yes, please.
I can't even remember what I just...
That one's pretty
Yeah,
rough.
he doesn't notice anything. So looking through there, you can make a perception check if you'd like.
Does it have to be perception? Can it be insight or
Nope,
investigation?
perception.
Ooh, 13 plus 2. 15.
Okay. So yeah, looking through there, again, same deal as before. Barrels, crates, flour, candles, cobwebs. Then there's the door on the other side as well. And more boarded up windows.
This one, the other doors you're talking about, and then
Mhm.
all the windows are boarded up?
Yep.
Okay, and here, I'm assuming here.
Yep.
And what are the guys outside looking at? That's my question.
They're lighting fire to stuff. Going around, trashing the place pretty much. They haven't set fire to the building yet, but the trees and the stock that they have outside, they have destroyed.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to them, to the rest of the team. Guys, maybe we can, there doesn't seem to be anyone here. Maybe we can go out through there's a door on the far west side. Maybe we can go out and just, I don't know, ambush them? I don't know what to do with this. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Have you found anything?
Nope.
Shuki, do you want to go out there and do a perception check? Go into the other room.
In
Because
this room?
because Mindartis and I are having no luck.
Okay.
Tell us if your bird eyes see anything. Your
Okay.
keen bird eyes.
Skill check?
Yep, perception.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
Please be that 20. Please be that 20.
Okay. So you're looking around, and you take particular interest in the rafters up above, and you look up,
No!
and you catch like a glint out of the corner of your eye, and as you look closer, it's the shine of armor, and you see
No!
a large group of enemies standing there, weapons in hand, ready to rain down hell on you.
Mindartis, I swear to God.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
No! I love how Shuki leaves the tunnel or whatever with the rats, and she's like, dude, nothing's here. And then suddenly she's here, she's like, hey, by the way, there's like a dozen guys here to kill us. Just side note.
But you know what? Because it's only the four of you, 1, 2, 3, there's not quite so many.
Oh, thank God. That's
Guys,
scary.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Only half a dozen. No
Yeah.
big deal. Oh, God, Shuki, Kaydi, you and I, man, we're really lifting up this team.
Yep.
We're really, oof.
We're just carrying everyone.
We're just carrying. That's exactly the verb I was looking for. Thank you. Just
I mean-
carrying.
I'm here for the moral support.
and the dad puns, apparently.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, here's hoping that our other heavy hitters can actually join us.
Yeah, that would be nice,
that'd be
wouldn't it?
nice.
Wouldn't that be great? A fucking paladin. Just thinking out loud, thinking outside the box. And what level shot again?
Oh,
Is
you're
there
all
some-
level 1, but yeah, he's got range and I can't remember if he uses a rapier or not. But yeah, he's got spells too, I believe.
But he's like plus, like 4, 5, 6, and like. everything.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
+4 in dex, so any of I think all of his weapons,
Yeah.
his dagger at least, yeah, his weapons are finesse, so he can use his dexterity modifier instead of strength for them, so it gives him a lot of boosts. But yeah.
Anyways, so that would be really helpful if they could be like, you know what we should do, guys? Show up at that random mill. That's what they should do. All right, cool. Well, thanks, guys. That was
That was a good one.
so. How much longer until we level up, man?
So that's the issue. So I have played this adventure before, not the whole thing, but I've played through this part of it, and we used experience point progression. So like when you kill stuff, you get XP and then eventually level up, right? But there wasn't that many encounters that we went through because I guess I must have skipped a few when we did it.
Yes, but I have my old notes right here. We skipped so much.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So they didn't get nearly as much XP as you guys would have had now. So I went.
We still made it to level 3.
Yeah. You know. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. At what point? Actually, don't tell me. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. Anyways,
yeah.
But yeah, so they used XP progression, and I had decided for this one to use Milestone, because basically I've got an adventure book that I use, right?
Yeah.
And there's 1 chapter, there's 8 chapters in the book, I think, and each chapter, after every chapter, you would level up once. And so I didn't think this chapter was as long as it was. And immersion-wise, Milestone is the better choice because it's like instead of killing things to level up, you just level up as you do stuff. But in this case, I'm gonna go through sometime this week and check to see how much XP you guys would have made. And if you've technically made enough XP to level up, I'll switch us to XP progression, but otherwise I'll leave it Milestone.
Sounds good. I just spitballing. I totally think that people should level up how many times they save other people's asses. You know, just healing.
Yeah.
Totally, like, unbiased opinion here.
Gotcha.
But I really think that's a vital key way of leveling up. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Or flying, I think, is another key way.
But then, would that mean that I would have to de-level every time I need my ass saved?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Just -5.
Yeah, I think I'd be somewhere around there then.
All right, cool. Good to know. All right, so we'll talk again.
Yep.
All right.
See you later.
See you guys later.
Bye bye.